everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, today's Monday, June 3rd, and yeah, and we're back here again. I know I said I was gonna start streaming. I was gonna try to start live trading with you guys. However, I was not informed that you have to set it up with YouTube first, and it takes 24 hours. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it today. I've been trying to test it out. I use OBS to do my videos, so been trying to set up the whole live streaming thing. I didn't want to go the route of doing it through Zoom, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Hopefully, it's not super slow. Tomorrow, I'm trying to set everything up so I have like an official stream, and that's pretty much it. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking. If you're not, thank you for sticking around. Right? This has become really important to me, honestly. Like without you guys, I completely make mistakes, right? This channel has become extremely important with accountability with myself, and I'm trying to take everything to the next level. So I'm hoping, not hoping, we're going to do this. We're going to do it together, live, and we're going to track everything live. So we were able to pass 300K Apex Challenge. So now we're live and we're funded, and I am going to keep track of those stats and those trades live with you guys, right? I also have a strategy that's on the 1 minute that I am going to attempt on a few accounts for bull knocks. Now, bull knocks or bull knocks, however you pronounce that shit, you are allowed, they're very much like Apex, you're allowed 11 accounts funded. So I'm going to go and probably buy between 11 to 15 accounts. Right now, the cost with the discount, they're $17, I think $18 a piece for a 50K account. My goal is I'm going to probably, I don't know yet, but by tomorrow I'll have it written down. I'm going to go one contract on like, let's say 5 to 8 accounts, right? And then on the other accounts, I am going to go heavier risk. I'll go 2 contracts and some 5 contracts. If I have a good trade right off the bat with 5 contracts, I might take that win, lower it to 1 contract, and then build up the account that way. These are eval accounts. I am going to be aggressive. Do not trade these on a live account. I do not know how this strategy performs over time, right? I've just noticed lately that it hits, so I'm going to try to do it live. I'm going to stick to my rules. It's going to be from 9:30 to 11. I'm going to stop trading at 11-ish. Stop trading at 11-ish. And that's it. And I'm going to go on about my day. Remember, the guys, this is an experiment, only an experiment. This is not financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey, right? And with your guys' help, I'm going to stay accountable to my trading strategy, and I'm going to stick to the rules, because honestly, with what's been going on in Apex, which, you know what, knock on wood, they paid me, right? I need to really stick to not dollar cost averaging, meaning I'm not going to keep entering into trades when it's negative to see if I can pull out and profit, right? And I'm just going to stick to either stop loss or take profit. Or, you know, honestly, it's a little difficult because you really can't say stop loss or take profit, right? It's definitely stop loss. Like, the stop loss is what it is. When I take profit, sometimes I might pull the trigger and take the profit earlier, just depending on how the candles are printing or how I feel. You know, that's honestly how I see it. For these evals, I am definitely going to try to just either stop loss or take profit and see how we go. If I blow them, then I lost the money, right? If I have 20 accounts at $20, that's $400 that I blew, right? And it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to lose all the accounts. I am completely aware that I'm going to go high risk on some of them, so I might lose some of the accounts. So I'm going to make you guys completely aware of that. I am going to try to set it up on live stream, so I have like my group of Bullnox accounts and maybe my 300K accounts and in the corner or something, so you guys can always keep an eye on how they're going. I'm gonna document our wins per live stream, and we're gonna have an Excel sheet, right, breaking down every trade. I'm gonna save them exactly how I did with the strategy that I have on this channel. I'm gonna do it for the lives. And that's my plan, right? Anyways, we had a winner today. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in on the trade, which was frustrating. But we definitely had a winner with the trade for the trading strategy that I used to pass the 300K evals. The strategy is super simple, guys. You're gonna take price from 12 midnight to 8:30 open. Whatever happens, this is all Eastern time. So whatever happens during that time frame, New York time, if you're from the East Coast, price is gonna do what it does, right? Price goes up and down, sideways, whatever. You're gonna mark out the highest point. If it lets me. You're gonna mark out the highest point, and you're gonna mark out the lowest point. And you're gonna wait for a sweep of one of those points. You're gonna wait for price to break either above or below that highest point or lowest point, and then we're gonna wait for a market structure shift. What's a market structure shift? Well, it's price action that shows you that the price might be reversing, right? We took out this high, we created a new higher low that took out this high, and then we create a lower low, lower than this one, right? At this point, we're going to get in on the pullback. Typically, the 61.8 and targeting 2 times risk. That's it. It is extremely simple. The win rate right now is at like a 53 or 55%, and you're going to target 2 times risk. Now, I am going to set this up, and my risk on account is going to be $500 per trade on the 300Ks. So I currently have 300Ks, so that's $900,000 in funding, and I'm gonna risk $500 per trade. If I win $1,000. If I lose 500 bucks. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. The reason being is that we have trailing drawdown. I am going to build it up nice and slow with Apex, get to the $7,600 threshold, and then request a payout of not a lot of money. I'm going to try to build my cushion and treat those accounts that way, right? That's what I plan on doing with those accounts. I'm going to trade only the strategy. I'm going to sit here, for example, let's say this was the trade, right? And I had to put a pending order in. I would sit here. Oh, we're in playback. You can't do it. I'll show you when we're live what I'm going to do. Let's get into today's price action and take a look at what happened in the market, right? Let me just delete all these. Oh, baby boy sleeping. If you guys hear any weird noises, it's the monitor. Sorry I didn't post on Friday either, guys. I was on my way to New Jersey. My little niece was graduating high school, so fortunately there was no trade on Friday for me. So, yeah. Here you have your price action. We're gonna do what? We're gonna mark out the low, and we're gonna mark out that high. There was news today at 9:45 and at 10 o'clock, I believe. And we're just gonna play price forward. Remember, this is all on the 5-minute chart. I forgot to mention that. All right, so we swept this high, right? So the high is taken out. So we're looking for a sell opportunity. At this point, we want this low to be broken, closed below. Why? Because this low created, if I can actually select it, Jesus Christ. This is the low that created the high that took out the previous buy side liquidity, right? Playing price forward. You're going to notice that we continue to go up. So we're going to continue to move this up to get our market structure shift. Let's see. Bam. Right there. Giant, giant, giant. Momentous, engulfing, bearish candle that destroyed all other candles and closed below here. Right? What do? We take out our fib. Let's see if we get in on a pullback. At this point in time, I am putting a pending order, or I should have. Dude, I marked this up and I just wasn't paying attention because I was watching the other strategy and I should have been paying attention. I completely fucked up. So I got another screen so I could run this on a separate screen just so I could just look to the left. Look to the left and see if my strategy actually pops up. So we're going to put a pending order and we're going to, wait to see if we get tagged in. Price continues to drop down. So what do? We pull price down, right? Now we pull our pending order down. I want to get in at the 59, right? Playing price forward. What happens? We get tagged in here. If you guys can see, right? We're targeting 2 times risk. 2 times risk is right there. Tagged in, and then just plummets, right? At this point, you're at like a 1.75, right? Now, it's up to you if you guys want to take profits along the way or just let the strategy run out, right? The reason why I'm picking $500 is so technically I can mess up probably with $7,000 worth of drawdown. I have a good, like, if it's really bad, like really, really bad luck, I would have to lose 7 times in a row, somewhere around there, right? Because a trailing drawdown means that if, for example, in this scenario, if price pushed down and it didn't hit your TP and you didn't close out, and it comes, and let's say you're up, I don't know, right here you're up $750 in profit, let's just say, or $700 in profit, right? And then comes and stops you out. Well, now you basically lost this 700 and this $500 in profit. So whatever that is, right? 13, something like that. So 12. We're down 12, dude. Sorry, my brain's not working too fast today. So yeah, I picked 500. Worst case scenario, if I do go into profit and it does stop me out, the most I'll lose is maybe 1% on the account. Oh, 1% of the $700 across the. I could have to lose 10 times, right, to lose that, and that scenario has to repeat itself over and over again. Oh, that's good. I like that. My wife is an amazing cook, guys. She's an amazing cook. Sorry. Um, where was I? Food is just. All right. So yeah, playing price forward, you're gonna notice that price does come back up, and then eventually comes and hits your full TP. Right. That's it. As simple as that. The strategy is extremely simple. You might have been like kicking yourself in the ass throughout all this and be like, "Damn it! Look at all this drawdown. I'm gonna lose. This trade's gonna go." It's just, dude, it's probabilities. It is what it is, and I'm saying this more to myself, guys, than to you. But it really is just probabilities over and over and over again. That's all it is probabilities. You are going to lose. It is inevitable, right? Losses happen. Losses happen. I was watching a podcast. Was it it's Riz's podcast, like Titans of Trading. Um, I love that guy, by the way. Words of Wisdom, dude. That guy is freaking amazing. One day I'll be on that podcast. But and a lot of the people that I follow are there. And one that I have one I bought his mentorship, right, which was Casper SMC, and the funny thing is, what I learned from there was just kind of what I already knew, right, and it just kind of it was more of a reassurance that I'm on the right path. Like, it's all about managing your risk, understanding the probabilities, journaling, like everything rolled into one, and that's it. And the trade could be the perfect setup, and you could still lose, and understand that, right? And then he was talking about how he lost 12 trades in a row, and I'm like, dude, and I'm over here complaining, right? The only time I've ever lost 12 trades in a row is because of bad habits, over trading, pulling on stops, shit that I shouldn't do. But if I would stick to the actual strategy in itself, it's very rare for me to lose 12 trades in a row. I'm not saying that can't happen, but it just hasn't happened. Documenting everything, right? Um, so I should be happy about that. And we're gonna do this shit together. Anyways, yeah, this is how the day ended, right? Look at that. We took out sell side. Here you had a. This is what happens. Sometimes you just don't get that pullback, right? Like this would have been you're measuring out, just never pulls in, never pulls into discount to buy. Sucks. The price just obviously goes in the opposite direction. Anyway, so this is what I plan on doing. I plan on marking this up live with you guys. I'm gonna be out here like this, marking this shit up, putting my pending order short, right? And then I am gonna risk 500 bucks on MNQ. So it'll look something like this, right? Targeting 2 times risk. And then I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna create a limit order, and here we're gonna create. Let's see, what's $500? I want to risk $5,000. That's 5 contracts, right? So that would be 5 contracts on M&Q, right? Let's see. Let's just see if that's right. One contract is 90 bucks, so like 100 bucks. So yeah, that would be 5 contracts on. So NQ, MNQ, NQ. One contract here for the stop loss that we have is $930. So for every 10 on MNQ, it's 1 on NQ. So you figure $93 per contract. So 5 would be 4. I would be risking $465 on this trade, or I could go 6 and risk 558. Let's say. Set my limit order. That's it. Cross your fingers and take the trade. That's what I'm gonna do live with you guys. Hopefully we get tagged into the trade during the live stream, which would be 9:30 to 11. If not, I will continue to trade the strategy, and if I'm around my computer to take the trade, I'll take it. If not, I won't. You know, it is what it is. But we're gonna track all these together. As far as the 1 minute setup, let's go into both charts today. The 1 minute setup is basically I get to work. I mark up areas where I think price might react from, and it's honestly just to keep things in mind where price might bounce, and we're looking for a divergence. We're looking for something to happen different on NQ and ES, right? So we're looking for example, we're looking for ES to do NQ to do something like this, let's just say, and ES to do something like this, right? Where we created a lower high, then a higher high, then a shift, let's say. Went over here, we created a higher high, and then a lower high, and then price pushes down. That's it. In a nutshell, that's what divergence is. And we're going to trade from 9:30 on, and I'm going to wait for basically divergence and an engulfing candle. As simple as that. We're going to take the trade, and we're going to cross our fingers and see what happens. Now, these are on eval accounts. These are going to be on my Bullnox accounts. Below, there's going to be some discount codes for Bullnox. Below, there's discount codes for Apex. If you want to support the channel, go for it. If not, it's all good. Doesn't matter. Love you guys anyways, right? So, looking at price today, right here, you're going to notice that we had divergence. It's a lower high. This one right here would be, let's say, a higher high. right? You guys got me? And then looking at price here, where is that? That is here. You're going to notice that we actually swap liquidity. This is a higher high. And then this is a lower high. Okay? Sweep of liquidity on this candle. And this candle was engulfing. So, the strategy is extremely simple. We're going to execute at the closure of the candle, long position. And I'm going to start with a 10-point risk, right? And target 2 times risk. Where is it? Somewhere around there. Bam. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? It is easy. It is very, very easy. I did a video where I did a FX replay backtesting the beginning of last month, seeing how long it took me to pass a 50K, risking $250 per trade, and we were able to pass in 5 days. So I have 4 accounts right now that all have a little bit of profit, not a lot. It's like $500, and then I'm gonna open up all fresh accounts with you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go through this together. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just me documenting my journey in an experiment on passing now these bull knocks challenges. Again, if you guys want to try to go along with it, that's up to you. There's discount codes below if you want to use them. If not, it's all good. This strategy is extremely, extremely, extremely simple. Right? Looking at price, let's see. Engulfing here. There was right here there was more divergence. Right? So if you look, this is a lower high, right? And then a higher high. Here is the same high, which was higher. And then here is the same high, which was lower, right? On this green candle. Following candle was bearish. Technically, it wasn't an engulfing candle, but you could have gone in on it, covered 10 points. Let's see. Short. Points would have covered the high. And 10 times, 2 times risk. As simple as that. There are going to be times where you lose. I am going to be risking 3 trades at max a day. Okay? If I lose 3 in a row, I am done. That's how I did my back test. And that's how I'm going to keep it. Right? So just keep that in mind. I'm just looking through this to see if I see anything else with you guys. No engulfing candle there. Did I get? Let me see. Settings. Where's the candles that I want to check? This one is high of 18,709.75. 1810. We did get a sweep. We actually got a sweep right here. And we didn't get it here. But we didn't have an engulfing candle. But you can see how we got the sweep and then push down. Right? Let's see. Dude, like divergence? That's just fire. Here, we swept, pushed up. You didn't get much. But you can see that I wouldn't have gone in on this. Like, I want an actual pattern like this where it engulfs the candle. These doji-ish things, I just not a fan of. Let's see, anything else down here? I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of times where a setup comes at 11:03 or 11:05, and then it just takes me off. You know what I mean? Like, it just pisses me off. because I'm doing the whole like 9:30 to 11. But it is what it is. We gotta stick to our rules, right, guys? Anyways, market structure shift, pushing up, and we get a sweep of. Check this out, right there. Bam. Well, let's do new circles, so I don't have to move shit around. So here you have a higher low. Here you have a, I'm sorry, lower low, and here you have a higher low. So this one's got to be green. Just using the colors to keep track of everything, right? And the good thing about this is like we actually have a market structure shift. So looking for a buy is smart, right? It goes with the trend or the reversal or whatever you want to say. Like it makes sense, right? And here technically we have a lower wick, right? And we have a, on the same candle, we have a higher wick. So this one's lower. This one needs to be red. So here we have green, red. Here we have red, green. What is that? It's different. It's opposite. It's divergence, right? We take a long position, right? Let's say stops at 10. 2 times risk. That's it. That's all she wrote. Right? That's the strategy in a nutshell. Swapped. I like looking at this stuff, man. This one's this one. This one's that one. Swapped here. Then you get an engulfing. Right here. See, we swept this high. Here we didn't. And we pushed down. This could have been a trade. Maybe you took it to break even. Right? See, nice big engulfing candle. Let's say you target. So almost there. This is one strategy that I'm probably, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, win or lose, or take profits along the way? You guys let me know in the comments. Anyways, so number one, I am going to go live tomorrow. Attempt to. And hopefully the stream is going to be successful, and hopefully, in the sense that I'm going to get everything going and it's not slow and it's not shitty, right? And we're going to do this shit together. Fair warning, I'm going to do it at work, so I'm going to have random people coming in, talking to me, probably talking shit. There's going to be a lot of Spanish thrown around. So, yeah, I apologize ahead of time. Who knows? Maybe us doing this together will actually get me to the point where I could do this from an actual office and not my work office, right? The good thing is I got the flexibility that I could do at both. So why stop working, right? That's number 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, I think that's it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for trading with you guys. Again, I am going to keep track of everything. My accounts are going to be up there. No bullshit. And we're going to all do all this shit together. Right? I think that's it. Anyways, you guys have a great night, and I'll be back here tomorrow.